Hello, boys and girls. We are going to listen to our interactive read aloud from yesterday, and we are going to be vocabulary detectives. That means we are going to really search for the mystery vocabulary words that are included in this. Remember, our vocabulary words for this week are plant, require, harmful, soak, and crowd. So we are going to have our listening ears on and we are going to listen to see when these words might pop up. Are you ready?
Growing plants. What things do plants need to grow? If you have ever been in a forest, you know that trees can grow taller than a house. Over many years, trees reach higher and higher toward the sky. A tree is a type of plant, and a plant is a type of living thing. Like all living things, including humans, plants need some help in order to grow. A plant can be anything from a tree or a flower to a carrot or a patch of moss. Even though plants live in different places and look different from each other, all plants require the same things to survive and to grow. Those things are food, water, air, sunlight, and space. Does all of this sound familiar? It should, because you need all of these things to grow too.
So what vocabulary words did you hear in that section? I heard plant and require. Let's go to the next section.
We all know what it feels like to be hungry or thirsty. Plants need food and water just like people do. Plants do not chew or swallow, though. Instead, their roots soak up food and water from the soil around them. A plant needs to have just the right weather and soil. If a plant does not get the food and water it needs, it can die. A plant's roots are the parts that keep it steady in the ground. Roots grow in many directions, downward and out to the sides. The roots pull food from the soil, which is another word for dirt. Decaying plants and animals leave behind minerals in the soil. The minerals are food that helps plants to grow. A plant uses water to move materials from its roots to all of its other parts, like the stem and the leaves. Most plants also use water to make their own food. Do you want to learn how?
Okay, so what did you hear there? We heard the word plant again, didn't we? Let's go to the next section.
It's true. Plants can make some food on their own. In order to do this, they require sunlight, air, and water. Most of the action happens in the leaf. With the ingredients of light, air, and water, the leaf makes sugar. Then the plant uses the sugar to grow. When plants make sugar, they also give off a gas that all living things need. This gas, called oxygen, makes up part of the air that we breathe. Now you know why trees and other plants are so important to humans and other animals. We can't live without them. When we keep forests healthy, we help the entire planet. The more plants we grow, the better our air will be. It is also important to keep smoke, garbage, and other types of harmful materials out of the air and water. This waste blocks sunlight and makes water dirty. And, as you now know, plants need good sunlight and clean air and water.
Okay, we had plant and that one too. Let's go to the next section.
Plants grow almost anywhere. You might find one poking up through a crack in the sidewalk, Or you might see a branch growing between two big rocks. And you might ask yourself, how did that plant find room to grow? A plant can grow just about anywhere, from completely underwater to the dry desert. Still, plants need space to grow fully. You might see a stubby stem come up through a hole in your driveway, but you'll never see a tall elm tree there. Roots need plenty of soil so they can soak up food and water. In a forest, trees must grow tall so they can get enough sunlight. Just as you need space to run and to play, plants need land to grow tall and wide. Plants are having a tough time these days. Humans are using up more and more land for buildings and roads. Instead, people must save land for plants. If we crowd plants into small spaces, they will be small and unhealthy, or they will not grow at all. In the end, what do plants and humans need? They need each other.
So what did you hear there? I heard plant. I also heard the word soak, that plants soak up food and water. And I heard the word crowd. We can't crowd plants into small spaces or they won't grow correctly. Now I have 2 questions for you to answer. I hope you were listening carefully. Here's the first question. What things do all plants require? All plants, from the littlest blade of grass to the tallest tree, need this. What do they require? They require food, water, air, sunlight, and space. Remember, we can't crowd them. They need space to grow. Now, what do the roots of the plant soak up? What do they soak up out of the soil? They soak up food and water, don't they? Thank you for listening to this story with me today, boys and girls. Have a great day.